Alright, hello people. I welcome you guys to a video that was requested by Haley Rain right here. I met this person a week ago, too. Not 100% sure. But they were curious about me making a video kind of going over base tax. So, let's do that. In regards to base tax of items and weapons, there are certain things that will have either no tax, non-premium tax, or base tax. Now, I would like to mention uh, the premium gold tax that is taken from the premium user is intended if the user themselves is not premium. This entails if Folk here, as an example, was to trade with Haley, they neither of these have premium, or neither of them have premium. So by extension, they don't count for that non-premium tax. And if they were to trade, let's say, the boomerang, if Haley was to trade a boomerang to him, that would cost her 500 gold rather than costing Folk, wherever he went, the 500. Yes. Now, as opposed to certain guns like the Vector and the M1 Garand, or really tier 3 and up, tax free. That's new. Oh well. Anyways, tier 4s and tier 5s for the guns will have the base tax. Now, maybe I can show as an example. But my M1 Garand, which you can see the base tax for. Okay. 1 second, I'm going to pause recording and rejoin. That bug still has yet to be fixed. Well, that's fine. In regards to the base tax, you can see down here, if Haley was premium, all I would have to pay is the 9.9 thousand for the base tax for this. However, since they're not premium, I have to pay the base tax, which you can see by under equipable, the 9.9 thousand, and then of course the non-premium. And I'm not going to trade that because I am not spending 10,000 gold on that. As opposed to a boomerang, if they were premium, this would be free from the gold tax. Sorry about that. Let me re-equip this again. Now, going through the different trading taxes, I'll start from free. The free tax will cost you nothing. I mean, besides just $100 that you can get by just selling stuff easily. Um, Funny fact, they used to actually be 50 until Kronos doubled it, I guess. I'm not too sure why. But there are things that are tax-free. The ladder, this lantern, some of the uh, all the tier 1 blueprints, I believe. Let me find. Also, there's Folk. I don't think they have Patrick. Okay, now this is something else. But in the item codex, you can also see certain blueprints that do have uh, certain trading taxes. Like tier 2s kind of vary. Like the Rec 21 has 600 and the Chainsaw has 200. As opposed to, let's say, the Rusty 45 or 48, sorry, that has 2.8 thousand as opposed to 3.5 for the arrow shift. It really just varies per blueprint and per what you are trying to really sell. Now, if I go over here, you can see that a majority of these guns, tier 1 and tier 2, relatively are the same with the non-premium tax. Melee weapons stay roughly the same. SR308 is 800, which is kind of interesting since the Deagle is a little bit more. But it just really depends on that scaling. Now, of course, the base tax, as you can see right here, naturally falls along the line of just raw tax. It's something. It's actually been in the game for a while, just not as used. So that's kind of where the confusion may come from. But base tax, oh wow, nice luck. The base tax is something that you can't get rid of. The best way to really optimize your trading would be to make sure that it states non-premium tax. A perfect example of tax is this base tax right here on collectibles, or not collectibles, on skins. You can also look at it on components. This used to be free, but some blueprints, uh, this right here, these mods, which are 500 gold for non-premium, or if users are non-premium, and it really just depends, honestly, since packages, packages are a good example. To craft a package, you need to go through the double cross mission and side with both rats and bandits. And then you can see right here that the blueprint costs 50. Um, you can also see that these here cost 50. These also cost 50. I guess the tier 1 blueprints are now, or maybe that's just overall. I guess that's just overall, then never mind, that's not really reliable. Uh, Now, do keep in mind, premium is 400 Robux. Its benefits are right here. 10 extra inventory storage, which isn't just for the base inventory, but also the wardrobe and the safe house storage, which is that fourth slot. Premium only missions, which he hasn't really updated in a long time. Higher tier items like blueprints for free, relatively if both sides are premium, and some other things as well besides just that. And then I think I made a video in regards to the shortcuts, so you can find those there. Now, I would also like to just mention in passing that base tax cannot be removed. Again, base tax varies on what the trading says. Also, there's non-tradable, which are for unobtainable items, like the Inquisitor's sword or materials like metal scrap, steel fragments, nails, gunpowder, particulate, sulfur, and just stuff like that. Basic resources. Components and basic resources are two separate things that you can sell around. A perfect example as well is actually this XP drink or XP energy drink. The base tax for just one is 20 gold. However, it also adds the non-premium tax. As an example, rather than just having to pay 20 gold, oops, let me turn that off. Rather than just having to pay 20 gold, I have to pay 100 to give Haley this, as opposed to a ladder, nothing. It ultimately varies um, on what you are trading them. This it'll cost you 25 since I have 5 of it in the stack. I could trade them this for free. I could trade this for free. And a bunch of other stuff too. This, as an example, costs 9.9 thousand. So with that in mind, it very or it varies and really depends on just what exactly you are planning on selling or planning on buying. Because everything is different and everything will not be the same. Like fireworks, free, doink. I don't think this dude actually realized I'm a game tester. Funny little reaction. What gun is that? Oh, he's coughing. Another rather odd example is actually this. Fall of the Living. The Fall of the Living is pretty. I mean, you can obviously trade it. Before it actually had gold tax just raw, I think. But now it's non-premium. Good change, but still kind of like, okay. Like I have a bunch of items that just kind of vary from base tax to no tax, like snowballs. And also apparently M9s, which are tax free. Don't know when that was made a thing, but yeah. So yeah, it really just depends on what you're going for. Again, just to summarize all of this, there are four trading types: untradable or non-tradable for certain items like components and certain items like this melee here, which is a game tester, exclusive weapon. Non-premium tax, which if traded with another non-premium member, they will not have to pay that premium tax. Both parties won't have to pay that tax. It's free for them. And then base tax. Base tax will purely just be tax that you have to pay either way. This is majority, I don't know what the fuck that was. This is a majority found in sector crates, such as Sector F, D, Prison, and some other raids as well, like Sunken Ship, Tombs, etc., etc. And then also finally there's free tax, which technically isn't really free because you still have to pay 100 gold per transaction. Or not 100 gold, sorry, 100 cash. 100 money cash. Not really free, but oh wow. Like here is an example. I'm gonna trade Haley this med kit. Or at least I'll just put in the med slot. Right down here, I lose that 100. They don't lose anything. Or I don't think so, at least. Let me see. Okay, that part was changed. Um, they don't have to pay the gold tax. Also, it seems I can't actually equip that. Interesting. So generally, tax will account for both parties. I'm just gonna heal him up real quick. So yeah, I would showcase base tax, but it's better to kind of show that in dev branch since it's quite expensive. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Yeah, thanks for the help. Um, I think I kind of derailed a little bit. I probably could have made this video a little bit shorter, but oh well. So yeah, hope that was helpful, or hope this video was helpful. And yeah, I do hope that it does, because the tax can be confusing to newer players, really older players as well. But am I a fan of it? No. I wish it was just non-premium instead of base tax. Because at least non-premium tax would be better worth it. But you can't win them all. So it's whatever. At the very least, tier 3 and below are relatively free. Unless you want to go buck wild and spend 5.9 thousand or 4.9 thousand. So yeah, without further ado, that was the video. Hope it helps explain stuff. Again, keep in mind the base tax when you're trading components, crates, stuff like that. So yeah, without further ado, hope you all enjoyed. I also do not know what that is, but I like it. It's funny.